Good afternoon, welcome to my live stream from over here in Cala Millor and Cala Bona. I'm going to head up there just a little bit later on. Let me know if you can hear me, let me know if you can see me. Oh my goodness, I can see lots of super chats. Good afternoon everyone, welcome to my live stream from over here in Cala Millor. We're starting off down here in Cala Millor and my goodness me, it's so windy over here. Right, I have just got here. I'm going to apologise for being late. I've been over in Santa Ponsa this morning. I've been at the St Patrick's Day celebrations, popped home for lunch, had to recharge my phone and I've driven across the island. So I've just got here. Anyway, I'm going to turn the camera around because I'm going to show you where I am. And this hotel may well ring a bell. If you saw the upgrade that took place here last year, this is the Hotel Flamenco and it's looking very nice from the back. And I'm just going to pan the camera around because we're in this whole huge square area here. And right in front of me, there's kind of like an auditorium and they've got the National Ballet on over here at the moment. I think it's from Malaga or something. Is it Malaga or Marseille? Can't tell, can't read. Anyway, look, so we've got some massive hotels in the area too, right in front of the All Sun. I've just had to put my coat on, so a little bit chilly. Also, guys, I've just seen a whole ton of super chats coming in as well. Thank you very much. I'm going to go through them, but we're going to start walking down to the seafront. I've just parked my car in this area here, and it's looking quite busy. So you'll see where I am. I'm right in front of the Le Mans Pizzeria. There are loads of people around today, but anyway, come on, let's head on down to the waterfront. And by the looks of it here, look, this Playa Flamenco is now open. Remember the building works that were here last year, and what an absolute tip this whole area was in. It just looked absolutely terrible, but it looks super nice now. What a difference, what a difference. Now I'm delighted to say that we have 199 people on this live stream already, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we don't have any technical issues in this stream. If we do not go away because I'll just start another live stream. So if anything really bad happens, if it glitches, it should come back. If it glitches for a long time, then I'll start another stream. But fingers crossed, everything should be okay today because I want to show you the very best of Cala Millor and Cala Bona this afternoon. And look at down the side here. Now this is one of our winter hotels here. It stays open year round. And look at it. I mean, goodness me, last year I remember I came down here, we had bulldozers and all sorts and cranes. It looked absolutely terrible and it's really dusty. We're right next door here to the Pro Tour Hotel as well, just on the left-hand side. Just head on down to the seafront. Now, as I was leaving Santa Ponsa and I stopped off at home on the way up here, had a little bit of lunch and I was leaving Palma and I could see it was getting cloudy. So the clouds, I think, has come down over the southwest. I wanted to live stream for today somewhere that I thought was going to be a little bit sunnier than anywhere else on the island, but I can see that the clouds is rolling in here as well, which is a little bit of a shame. Look at these gardens here, look, on the Playa Flamenco, it's gorgeous. They really have done such a good job, and it's so hard to believe that last year this was just one awful, terrible building site. So all these building works that are taking place at the moment, you can see the end results. And we've got some really nice looking barley beds that will probably be set up pretty soon. The pool's round the front too. I'm going to get onto these super chats. I'm not very happy about this grey cloud behind me. It seems to have followed me across the islands. But if we look out to my left here, we do have a little bit of clear sky. We've got some blue sky, we've got some sunshine. Let's head on down to the beach because I do have some thank yous. I literally parked my car and jumped out and went live, guys. My goodness. No beating about the bush today. Now, even the beaches down here. Now, I am very surprised to see that there's so many people down here. We've got loads of people on the beach this afternoon. I don't know whether, let me just try and zoom in a little bit. Look, got loads of people on the beach. Now, I'm just going to put the camera here. I'm just going to scroll up through the chat. Oh, I can see a small child walking towards me. Hold on, let me just walk past this approaching family. So I do want to scan very, very quickly through the chat just to see who has been kind enough to leave me all these super chats. My goodness me. First of all, I want to say a big thank you to James, as always. Tommy, I can see there's a super chat waiting from you as well. We'll just have a very quick look here. Jules and Gas, thank you so much. Twice. Good, that's really kind of you. That's super kind of you. Who else have we got here? John and Marie, thank you very much from the very, very sunny Midlands. You're only on 187 days to go now. You see, look, it is counting down, and we are nearly in the summer season here. Robert, thank you very much for your super chat as well. Very much appreciated. Guys, right, let's pick this camera up and let's take a walk along. Now I'm going to actually get into the chat as well and see what you guys have been saying today. Now, my video from over in Santa Ponsa, it will be out this week. I'm going to try and get it out on Tuesday. I have a very important message in this. It's not just the walk around the St. Patrick's Day parade, but I do have a very important message about it. So please make sure you check out that video when it does come out. It was a fantastic atmosphere over there this morning, and I could have quite happily stayed in Brennan's actually. had a few pints of Guinness, but what a day I think is going off over in Santa Ponsa today. And I'm pretty sure there's a few Santa Ponsa, a few St. Patrick's Day celebrations taking place around the island too, because St. Patrick's Day is officially tomorrow, but most people are celebrating today because it's a Sunday. And also there's a lot of football on today. We've got the derby, we've got the Scottish derby, and we've also got, I do believe, Newcastle United's greatest chance, according to my old friend from Newcastle. Newcastle United's greatest chance at getting a little bit of silverware. So fingers crossed. I'll have to check into a pub on the way back to the car, I think, just to see what's going on there. But we have got a lot of locals out today. I don't know whether you can hear some of the people walking by me here. Robin, good afternoon from St. Phil, Northern Ireland. You are a regular on the live streams, which is lovely to see you again, Robert. Thank you for joining. Tracy, hello from a very cold Blythe, from up north as well. Ricky, good afternoon. Buenos dias from Argentina. Who else have we got? Stephen. Sue and I met you in Santa Ponsa this morning. It was lovely to meet you, and it'll be lovely to see you on the video as well. Thank you very much for being in my video this morning. I'm going to pop you on to the video. You're going to be included in that video. So nice to see you this morning and to meet you too. And look, we're coming up to this gorgeous new beach bar here with a kids' playground. This was also undergoing a lot of renovations last year too, but it's open and it is absolutely packed. I think every window seat is taken in here. It's really hard to tell because of course you've got the reflective glass. I don't know what these things on the ground are for. Looks like maybe they're going to put down some more paving or something, because there's a bit of a high step here around the beach bar. Can't remember the name of it. Andy, Motorbike Mad Andy, thank you very much for your super chat this afternoon as well. Let me just turn the camera around. Let's just take a very quick look at it. Can't remember the name. Somebody remind me in the comments. Oh my goodness, as I was coming over to the East Coast, I saw nothing but blue sky, and then suddenly it started getting a little bit cloudy, and it was coming down, I think from the northeast actually. Fingers crossed it's not going to rain. I've got to say, we have had some pretty ropey weather over here this week. I do have a video coming out later on this afternoon too. I've got had a bit of a series from Palma Nova this week. Quite a few videos made from Palma Nova. And I've got my last video from there as well. I had to pop down into the resort and I made a very, very quick video yesterday. It's just a short, I think it's about 10 minutes long video, but some quite exciting news from over there. So I'll put that out later on this afternoon. James, you are watching. Good afternoon. Jackie, hello. Diane, good afternoon. Nice to see you in the live chat this afternoon. And Graham, in Kent, freezing with the winds off the sea. Got to admit, it's a little bit on the nippy side over here as well. Yesterday, guys, and I do say it in my video on San Matis Beach, but yesterday it was 13 degrees. It was absolutely freezing. Beanie Mac, good afternoon. That's Rachel and Ewan in Littleborough near Rochdale. Good afternoon. I have to say as well, Lee and family, not sure if Imogen Grace is watching, if you guys are busy, but big hello to you, just in case you catch this live stream on Catch Up. Neil, hello from sunny Belfast. And June as well. Yeah, you're saying you hope it's sunny in Cala Millor. I hoped it was sunny as well. I took a punt on the weather this afternoon. I'm not so sure. And good news is, June, you've got a sausage casserole cooking with Yorkshire puddings. Love it. You're now making me hungry. I just had a sandwich at lunch, but at least I've eaten. I thought I was going to have to give lunch a miss today. Look, guys, we're just coming up by the Castel del Mar. Jimmy and Joe over in New York, good afternoon. I hope life's treating you guys very well. So just to get a little idea of the weather here, I can see we've got some locals, looks like locals maybe walking along the beach, really wrapped up, and there is a bit of a keen wind over here in Cala Millor this afternoon. It's looking a little bit further, it's looking a little bit sunny the further we go down actually. Avril, thank you very much for your super chat as well this afternoon. Goodness guys, thank you so much. Do you know, I really appreciate these super chats because this all goes into my petrol tank after tax, of course. This all goes into my petrol tank, so basically, I mean, thank you so much for getting me over to this side of the island this afternoon. Next weekend as well, I've got a friend visiting, so I have to stay local next Sunday afternoon. Still be live streaming, and I'm going to try and talk her into coming onto the stream with me. Not quite sure whether she'll do it, but let's see. I'm going to have to stay in the southwest for the next couple of weeks, I think, so it's going to be a while before I can live stream on the East Coast, which is why I did the whole across island drive today, which is a bit mad. But look, just going up on the wall here, look, just have a look how busy it is this afternoon.
London television, BBC?
BBC, not quite BBC, YouTube.
Sure,
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Oh.
Right, I'm going to get back into the chat in just a second. Now, as I always say, when you do come down along here, along Cala Millor, along Cala Bona way, and we are heading in the direction of Cala Bona, what's going on there to my left-hand side? More works, I think. Watch out for this bike path. I always wander into it, and the amount of times I've been nearly taken out as well. Don't do as I do, just stay off the bike paths this summer. Bike paths are for bikes, and the pedestrian areas for you guys. And look how busy it is. I was actually saying to the lovely people I met this morning just how busy resorts are, and particularly how busy Santa Ponsa was this morning. Look, Cala Millor is no exception this afternoon. There's loads of people out and about. And quite a few people coming out for an early season break as well. And Stephen, I think you're one of them actually. I'm pretty sure you've said in previous streams and on the Facebook group as well that you're coming out here. Is it this week or next week? I'm not sure. And you're having a look at what it's like over here out of season. You are going to find some places open. And look, I remember seeing this sign actually last year, and it's still out again this year. €2.50 beers. I don't know how much is in that beer, but it looks quite substantial. Just coming up by the CM Playa del Morro Hotel. So Stephen, if you are, yes, it is. Yes, you are coming out. You're coming over on Tuesday. Stephen, so I met some holiday makers yesterday and they're going to be in my Palma Nova video a little bit later on, and they were dressed for spring. If you are coming over here, make sure you bring some warm clothes. I've got the winds blowing behind me at the moment. It's actually quite chilly. We've got highs today of around 15 degrees, and I'd say 15 degrees is pushing it because with that wind chill it does feel more like about 12. To be perfectly honest, it does feel lovely when the sun comes out and it does feel warm, and I managed to make my St Patrick's Day video this morning without a coat on or a scarf, which was incredible, but that was because it was very, very sunny. But the minute this sunshine goes in, it does start to feel a little bit on the chilly side. Carol, you're rooting for Newcastle as well, love it. Oh, lots of people rooting for Newcastle, excellent. I don't know who is Newcastle playing anyway, I don't know. Simon, good afternoon, how are you? I know you you love Cala Millor Cala Bona. Linda, 27 days and counting. You're coming over very, very soon. Tony in Dublin, you're watching. Jill, you're coming over to Cala Bona in April. And Ed as well, we've got another viewer from over New York way, over from Long Island. Can't believe it. But you can get an idea actually, Stephen, for you coming over this week, you can get an idea of what the temperature's like. Not always by what I'm wearing actually, because I do tend to err on the side of caution. I hate being cold, and I'm now wishing I brought my gloves, but you can tell by what everyone else is wearing over here as well, if you're wondering what to bring. So I'm trying to find out when lifeguards are going to be starting this year. As you know, we've got Easter weekend around the third week of April. Seems a bit crazy that all the hotels and everything's opening up and we've got no lifeguard service on the beach. So fingers crossed, we're going to be having lifeguards out in time for Easter, because I know there are going to be quite a few of you guys coming over. I've completely lost where I am on the chat as well. Let me just get past this group of people. And we are coming up to our first spate of renovations over here in Cala Millor. I know you're very keen to know what's happening over here in Cala Millor and Cala Bona, particularly up by the Hotel Sir, which we're going to check out later on. But for now, we're right outside the Don Juan Hotel. And if you remember, right at the end of last season, they completely stripped this bare actually to have a complete reform of the hotel. They've taken away all the shops that lie underneath it as well. I suspect they may well put them back. Who knows? Let's take a closer look. And yep, that is looking pretty like it's got a lot of work left to do to it. Yeah, interesting. That looks barely finished actually, but anyways. Let me just get back into the chat while I show you a little bit more of what we've got over here in Cala Millor. Look, you can see how much rain we've had. It's literally come out from the pavements here and it's flowing out to the sea. Keith, good afternoon. I haven't thanked you for your super chat. Thank you very much, Keith. I've just seen that. Thank you very much. That's very, very kind of you. And I've lost where I am in the chat. I think the guys from Living the Dream are on the chat this afternoon. Linda, you're telling me it is 6 degrees in Southport today. Pretty sure it's not feeling that much warmer over here at the moment now. John, 75 days until you're heading to the Pro Tour Cala Millor. Guys, I am going to film a video going back to the car actually, because of course I'm going to be coming back from Cala Bona a little bit later on. I'll do a kind of a nicer to view video, which you can catch later on this week, just having a little bit of a more of an in-depth look at what's going on in the resort on the way back. Sometimes these live streams are very hit and miss in terms of viewing. Lisa, oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much, Lisa, for your super chat. Guys, thanks very much for being so generous today. Cannot believe it. And also, this is hilarious. Another reason why I didn't think I was going to be able to come over here today. Yesterday, after I was over in Palma Nova, I spotted a nail in my tyre. I couldn't believe it. And it being Saturday afternoon over here in Majorca, well, nothing's open because most businesses actually close old school like they used to in the UK on a Saturday afternoon. So there was one tyre, like one tyre place where I literally begged for them to I didn't need a replacement wheel, they just filled where the nail was because it was kind of like in the part of the tyre that could just be filled, and they did it for me. I think I was their last customer last night, so I was so grateful this morning. Otherwise I would have just been on the bus today to Santa Ponsa and that would have been it. And I didn't want to live stream over there either because it's just so noisy and so busy. So I kind of felt a little bit more motivated to get out and just make the most of a sunny day today. But even with this little bit of cloud coming over, we still have some lovely views. Stephen, I've just seen your comment right at the bottom here. You're asking what the shops and the restaurants are like. Normally they're open and normally they're quite busy, and they line all the way down here, look, all along this waterfront. I think that you really are spoilt for choice with places to eat and shop. Literally one block back here in Cala Millor, which I'll walk through on the way back of my video, catch that later on in the week. You'll see the amount of shops that we have down here. It's probably the most concentrated area of shops outside of Palma, I would say, in the holiday resorts. So if you're looking for a restaurant with a sea view, you literally have so many to choose from over here, which isn't always the case in some of the other resorts around the islands, particularly somewhere like Cala Bona that has the restaurants with sea views are going to be more or less down on the Marina. Got a few little beach bars or restaurants around, but it's nothing like down here. And you can imagine on a sunny day as well, the views that you're going to get from these many restaurants. Oh my goodness, do you know what? I've read about this. Can you see this green wall to my right hand side? So it's been somebody's bright idea to paint green on certain parts of the resorts here to indicate that these are smoke-free zones. I mean, it looks actually, let's just go up and just get a proper look at this. How absolutely, what bizarre actually. It doesn't look particularly nice, does it? I mean, it's a huge, giant, bright green area where you're not allowed to smoke in, apparently, and I think there's been quite a backlash as well from the public. I don't know. Let me know your opinions. But anyway, come on, let's keep going. We're just outside the Voromar here. Nice little hotel. Yeah, Jimmy, it's so tacky, isn't it? It looks absolutely dreadful. June, you're saying as well that you've had some lovely meals over in Cala Millor last May and you've forgotten the names of the places. I know, it's just because there's so many restaurants. Often when you're in the resorts, you might just eat like in one place or two places that are by the sea. But over here, there's so many nice places with sea views. I mean, even Burger King's got a nice view, which I don't normally recommend in my videos, but so many restaurants here. And you don't have to pay through the nose either to get a nice meal with a sea view, which in some resorts, I suspect this summer you're going to have to, I'm afraid. It's going to cost a little bit more, but we'll get on to that as we go on into the season. But this is one side of the island which in my opinion still offers a huge amount of value for money. Just take a little look down the beach here. Oh, bless you, Neil. You're coming over to Sakoma this afternoon. Glyn, you are saying you're in a Sacaletta restaurant earlier? And the fried fish and potatoes and the patatas bravas were excellent. Brilliant. That is fantastic to hear. Also, hello. Oh, have you?
Just up there and we were watching.
Oh, bless you. Can I pop you on the live? I can put you on the live. Hold on, we have.
A bit blowy.
It's a little bit blowy, isn't
It is
it?
a bit blowy, but it was lovely earlier. We were sitting in the sun down in Cala Bona.
Was it? Tell me, was it sunny earlier?
It was sunny earlier.
You see, everyone, it was sunny earlier. Take my word for
really
it.
was, but this is a bit chilly now.
So, tell me, what's your name?
Lynn.
Lynn, are you on holiday or do you
Yes,
live
I'm on
here?
holiday.
And how long are you here for?
Another week. We came on Tuesday. We've had one. Yesterday was bad. It rained.
Yeah.
And it was cold.
Did they get sunny over here though in the afternoon? It did.
Yeah.
See, the sun does
Yes,
come
it
out
did,
pretty
yeah,
quickly.
And when it does, it's really hot.
Yeah.
Like you just said.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And whereabouts are you staying over here?
Just up, my husband's looking out. Just.
Ah, okay. Is that yours
Yeah.
on? You just turn the camera around.
Oh, I don't-
That'll be your husband, just there in the corner on the balcony. Give him a little wave. Hello. He's like. Anyway,
Yeah, I
so.
just had to come and say hello because
Oh.
we watch you all the time.
Oh, bless
We need
you.
a bit of sunshine.
You need
Although
some.
you're not today.
So tell me, what do you like about? How's your trip been?
We usually stay in We always stay in Cala Bona,
Yeah.
but because you can't go there in the winter, we
Yeah.
thought, well, let's have. 11 days we come for.
11 days.
And, it's been lovely. We just love it because we do a lot of walking and it's lovely flat
Yeah.
to walk and.
And what's the best place you've been to in terms of? Oh, there he is. Hold on. Let's get your husband on camera very briefly. Good afternoon.
Yeah,
There he is. We can
watch
see him just
every
there. So this is a private rental, but a
Yes,
private apartment
yeah,
rental.
we got it on YouTube and it's really nice. It's dated, but
Yeah.
it's clean, it's comfortable and
Okay.
and
So
very handy.
top tip then for anybody coming in out of season. Where's been your favourite place to eat?
We
Here,
go
put her on the
round-
spot.
There's a little place on the square. I don't know what it's called actually. It's a German man, and it's lovely. And there's also Cheers Bar.
Cheers Bar. Cheers Bar is open year round as well, I
Yes,
do
yeah.
believe. It has been in one of my videos.
And there's a lovely
Like,
little Spanish bar just up this road, just here,
okay.
off the front. But that's a nice little place.
So you've
as
not
well.
you've not had trouble finding places
No,
to eat?
No, there's lots of places.
Brilliant.
There's Lou's as well.
Yeah.
We've been in there for that's a very nice cup of coffee, Sacaletta.
Brilliant. Sacaletta, fantastic. Okay, well,
Stopping and talking.
well, it's nice to meet you. Enjoy the rest of your holiday. Okay, see you soon. Okay, bye. 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 Brilliant. James, you're saying that lady looked familiar. My God, you may well know her. I forgot to ask where she was from actually. Oh my goodness, check out this beach here. Look, this is a little quiet beach up in Cala Millor, and on this far side of Cala Millor, and it is full of seaweed. Here's a Sacaletta restaurant here. I mean, look at the views here, look. Do you know what, it's brightening up. That bit of cloud that we've just had is kind of melting away. I think we are going to get some nice sunshine in the rest of this live stream. Got a little ice cream shop as well. So it's interesting actually, but that lady was saying that it's hard to come to Cala Bona in the winter because there's nothing open. Obviously, most of the hotels closed down. So at this time of year, if you're not staying in one of the really big hotels in Cala Millor, you're going to be staying in these private rentals. Let me just pan the camera around. Look, it is clearing a little bit more. Now it'd be interesting to know this summer actually if they do clear the seaweeds away, because I know this is a very popular bathing spot for many actually. I've seen it in my videos, but I suspect that because we're not quite done with winter yet, they haven't cleared the seaweed away. And I was taking a walk around Ilietes, which is where I live, just last week, and the tractors had been down, they cleared all the seaweed away. We had a huge storm over the weekend and a whole load of Posidonia seaweed has dumped itself all over the beaches, so they have to do it all over again. Thing is, you start clearing up the resorts a little bit too early, and then you just have to kind of do it all again. Anyway, come on, let's just get a few more views of Cala Bona before we head on in the direction. I should say, get a few more views of Cala Millor before we head on into Cala Bona. And look, that cloud is going, thank goodness. Simon, you're saying, I'm just coming up to where you stayed 3 years ago. I remember actually, I'm pretty sure you did mention it. It's around this area, isn't it? I think it was just there. I don't know why I remember that, I just do. But the wind is picking up a little bit here. Let me get my sunglasses back on. Just coming up to the little jetty here as well, where you come and pick up your trips, the little boat trips that will take you up and down along the coast, over towards Porto Cristo, up towards Cala Rajada. Jim, good afternoon. I've just seen you're in the stream as well. Yeah, the sun, thank goodness, has come out. Oh my goodness. The weather here at the moment is just a bit of a nightmare for filming. Steve, you're saying we're coming over at Easter and staying at the Pro Tour Playa Cala Millor. It's your first time in Mallorca. You're looking forward to it. And that's Steve and Linda from a sunny Torquay in Devon. Wayne, you're over at the Pro Tour Playa in June. Judy, you're loving the video, thank you. It's a bit hit and miss today, I've got to say. Started on the cloudy note, we're going to ignore that big cloud there and I'm going to turn around and let's keep heading on in the direction of Cala Bona. Because even though there's not much open there at the moment, at least I think there's not going to be very much open. We're going to get an idea of how that's shaping up for the summer as well this afternoon. Alex, and you're heading back to Cala d'Or on the 27th of August. Now that's going to be fantastic. Peak season, it's going to be really busy and bustling over there. Ellie, you're coming back to Palma Nova next month, fantastic. Tally, you're off to Menorca in June and you've just booked a Poyensa for Porto Poyensa or Poyensa Old Town for September. Lovely. Mark, you're saying the Waikiki bar, which if you've watched my previous videos from over here in Cala Millor, I call it the lobster bar. It's got like a lobster on top of it. You're saying that the food there is very reasonable. Nicola, you're saying Steve and Anita have just been on holidays over here. Yes, they have. And guess who I bumped into in Santa Ponsa this morning? I bumped into both of them actually and had a nice chat with them. So it was great to see them out and about. Not often I see them actually, but I did today. Ricky, I love that. Because we're Scottish, we call it Cala Bonny. And it is Bonny in Cala Bona. Now look, we've got a lot of tables out today. I don't think, the Indians are always open. The Indians are always open. And in fact, all these places are open. They just don't have anyone in them today. I think most people have stopped off at the restaurants in Cala Bona, in Cala Millor. I'm guessing actually they may not think that anything is open up in this direction, but hopefully we're going to see that there is a few things open. Joe, it will get hotter soon and it'll get hotter quite suddenly as well. In April, it's normally the first signs of summer that we see. We get the really lovely warm temperatures in the mid-20s. And April can be very hot as well. I've known many in April being down at the beach, but also, I always say this, we're never always done with winter either. And we can get kind of like a shock, cold, rainy day as well. We could get a storm coming down. So just in front of is that a Calais hotel? just to my left hand side. It's the one I didn't know the name of last time actually. So if you are planning to come out, I have had a lot of questions about travelling in April and travelling in May and what it's like. And you're going to find that the weather is going to be very, very changeable. But you are going to most likely get some really nice sunny days. We have just had a very, very bizarre March, and it's kind of a little bit of a late winter, even though it hasn't been too cold apart from yesterday. Oh, you see, look, Ellie, you're saying, do you know how the weather will be in April? Or will you say it in my monthly April update? I will do. I'm going to check out what the weather is going to be like. I'll see if we've got any storm warnings or anything like that. Go back and check my content from last year. I remember the McMaster was over early April or middle April last year. You can see what the weather was like then. It was absolutely lovely. But he was over on I think there was a day or so when it was very, very cold. But we'll take a look a little bit nearer the time, and I'm going to make that video in the next couple of weeks as well to put out. And don't forget to check my Monday updates too. I always put the weather forecast at the end of those videos. Oh, look at this, guys. Look, we've got the first signs of some bike rentals and some safari bike rentals too over here, just before we get to Cala Bona, which is always good to see. Oh, June, here's some good information, because I've always wondered about these. You're saying last year, yourself and your hubby had your feet in the fish tanks in Cala Bona, and you had your toes painted at the same time. You felt great after, and you think it was near Stanley's. I think you're right, actually. There is a kind of a foot spa place near Stanley's, just a little bit further along. It'll probably be open, actually, not Stanley's, but the foot spa. It is windy, Joe. It is super windy. You can see the trees. I'm just glad I'm walking in this direction. It's always a bit hit and miss when I'm driving over. I'm like, which way shall I go? And then I forgot to check the wind direction as I was driving. So I just went for the far side of Cala Millor and hope for the best. So just looking to my left-hand side, for anybody staying over here, we're right outside the Protor Bonamar 4-star hotel.
Gracias.
Oops, somebody dropped their sunglasses, and somebody returned them, which was very nice of them. Look at the seaweed down here now. This little beach, this little stretch of coast here never gets cleared. It is rocky. This little bit here, if you're going to want to go to the beach, go to Cala Millor or go a little bit further up into Cala Bona. Yes, you are right, Eleanor, you're right. The hotel I just passed, further back, I didn't know the name of, it was the Taliot, and it was and now it's the Calia Taliot. You are absolutely right. That now rings a bell. Used to stay there when it was the Taliot. It was lovely, but when it was sold, you moved over towards the Athlon, which we are fast approaching now. And we can just see it in the distance here. We're heading into the direction of Cala Bona, and the first main hotel, apart from got the Marina Supply here to my left-hand side. We're just coming up towards the Taliot. So you remember last year they changed the Athlon, sorry. They changed the Athlon quite considerably in terms of the nightlife over here. Many of the hotels in this whole Cala Bona area, they're very, very famous for having some great evening entertainment. And over at the Athlon, they decided to get rid of the live entertainment and go more beach club. So I don't know whether they're going to have live entertainment back this year. I don't know whether they're still going to have the beach club feel to it, but we shall see, I guess. Now here's the area, June. I can see your fish spa just here. Look, the Happy Feet fish spa, the massage place, which you went to and can recommend. This whole area here is normally filled with tables and chairs. We can see the Costa Restaurante here has basically put its tables and chairs out. Obviously not open today, but this will soon be a hive of activity in, I'm guessing, about a month's time. But Eleanor, yes, I hope they bring the entertainment back. I think it'll be very much appreciated because I know a lot of people over here on holiday, they do go from hotel to hotel. Go and check out some of my previous videos that were filmed over here during the evening. You can see what the nightlife is like. It's very different actually from many of the other resorts. So in Santa Ponsa you kind of get the Irish pubs. Magaluf, obviously you have the strip. Palma you get all the big local nightlife over here. But in this area, in Cala Bona, you've got the hotel nightlife. And it is fantastic. You can go and get yourself a drink in the bars. But the Atalon have now charged an entry fee to go to this little beach club that they do have. They built a wall and it's not quite the same as it used to be. You used to be able to stand just where I'm standing at the moment and watch the live music. So is the beach bar going to be back? Is the beach club going to be back next year, or are we going to be seeing some live music? I don't know, who knows? I can just see a little beach shop to my left-hand side, gearing up for the summer, clearing stuff off and preparing. Let me just have a look over the wall here, look. So this is normally the entertainment area, but that is kind of like the beach club entertainment area for now. And they have made it very private now, so when you could watch from the outside, look, they've stuck that huge big wall up, and you can see the swimming pool right ahead of me. If anyone stayed over here, let me know in comments actually what you think about it. June, you're saying the beach bar's nice inside and you had to walk about the inside. Eleanor, you make a good point here, they could do both, absolutely. June, you can recommend Stanley's as well. Stanley's last year also was home to the Cala Bona afternoon tea. I remember seeing a sign up. You had to book it a day in advance, but it did look very, very delicious. For any afternoon tea fans? Dave, good afternoon. Thank you for watching. I wasn't sure if you would this afternoon actually. I know there's loads of football on. And you're saying that it looks like the bike path has been repainted. I don't think it has been actually. Maybe a little bit further back. It was part of the renovations last year, but I don't think they've repainted it. I think maybe because it's been washed off with the vast amounts of rain that we've had over the past couple of days. Anyway, we're just coming around the front here of the Alithia Pro Tour, which lights up beautifully in the evenings. Once again, go and check my videos from last year. And right underneath the Alithia Pro Tour, look, you've got all these little shops which will be open as we head on into the spring. But as we're heading out of Cala Millor, the further we're going into, signal gone, frozen. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, it's gone. Ay, ay, ay. Am I back? Am I back? Let me know. I'm back on. Am I back? I literally can't believe it. Guys, I can't believe it. Can you hear me at least? Let me know. I'm just having a look at the comments here. Do you know what I did? I went into my phone settings and I got rid of the 5G and I just like hit the 4G button and came back onto the stream. I think it's worked. Rangers won the Scottish Derby. I'm not sure all the Celtic supporters that I saw this morning will be happy about that. I am back. Oh gosh, the stress of it. I don't know what is going on. Am I going to have to go and get a Starlink backpack with a satellite for the summer? Who knows? Guys, thank you for sticking with me. I can see we've lost quite a few people, but I really appreciate those of you who have stuck around for the rest of the live. Right, where am I? Where was I? So the camera got stuck about just here. It's just coming up past the Pro Tour Alithia. I need another phone. I don't need another phone, Des. It's not the phone, it's the signal. It's like I'm completely reliant upon the signal. And I don't know, who knows? Anyway, come on, let's get back to the live before that happens again. Let's have a quick look at Cala Bona Beach. If it does get really badly stuck, I'll just start a new stream, but we're nearly at the end now. If it does get really badly stuck again, I'll just film the rest of it and upload it during the week. Look, I'm right on the far side of little Cala Bona Beach here. Keep going, thank you, I shall do. Right, oh my goodness. So we are officially in what is the most popular area of Cala Bona. It's not going to look like the most popular area of Cala Bona, but I'm coming up towards the music bar. This is going to be the hello. How are you? You've just been watching me. I have to hold on. I'm going to have to put you on the camera here. We have another viewer and listener here. What is your name?
Jackie.
Jackie, are you on holiday?
I've got an apartment too.
You have an apartment,
Yeah,
so do you come over from time to time?
Yeah, a couple of times a year, yeah.
Brilliant. And what's
Yeah.
your top tip for this time of year, for visiting this time of year? Staying more.
Bring lots of layers.
You see, Jackie, kind of say Jackie here is wrapped up to the max. Even though I'm not wearing as many clothes as you are. But finally, as well, what's your favourite restaurant been over here?
There's lots. I can
Even at this time of
really-
year. Even at this time of year.
Yeah, there's the Alhambra, which is on the back road. There's lots
Okay.
of restaurants that are open.
Do you
on
know
the
what? I
back
never
road.
really filmed the back roads.
No.
So-
There's Cafe Sereda down there.
Cafe
Just
Sereda.
off the little roundabout down there.
Okay.
And that's like a local Spanish bar.
Ah.
And they have lots of, they have food, they show the football, and it's really good
Fantastic.
atmosphere.
So how long have you been coming to Cala Bona?
Since, about 30 years.
30 years.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah, lots,
it's safe to say that you recommend a holiday over here.
Yeah,
then?
I love it, yeah.
Even
You
at this-
come back year after year.
Even at this time of
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
And whereabouts are you from in the UK? I hear
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Yeah,
Liverpool.
yeah,
Brilliant.
but I like watching your videos.
Oh, thank you.
My partner's at home and he said, go down and see
Go
Alice. Go down and see Alice.
So you saw me getting stuck then and losing signal.
Yeah,
It all
well,
went
I
wrong.
lost signal there, yeah.
Oh, goodness
Yeah.
me. Anyways.
Oh, thanks for
Oh,
all the
bless
videos.
you. Bless you. Anyway, I'll turn the camera around. There we go. Nice to see you. Enjoy the rest of your trip.
And you will carry on watching.
Thank you. Bye. Brilliant. Even at this time of year, I'm meeting people over here on holiday. Admittedly, a little bit different actually, having the independent apartment rentals or staying in their own places over here, but still people are coming over. And Stephen, I'm guessing that's why you're coming over as well this time of year, just to see what it's like. But you're not going to find the music bar open, unfortunately. Hopefully this will be opening in April. June, you're saying that the music bar is a good place too, and you've got amazing views. That you do, and hopefully, because normally you see the sun umbrellas and the beach beds down here on this little Cala Bona beach. This will all be set up, and hopefully they'll get rid of that seaweed too. And we're coming into the hotel zone as well. Now, I know you're very keen to have a look at the works taking place at the Hotel Sur. We're going to go powering down to there and see what happens. And it is such a huge resort. I'm just seeing a comment popping up. The whole resort is absolutely humongous. And as you know, you can walk from Cala Bona down to Cala Millor, over to Sacoma, down towards Siliot. And you can jump on the bus from there and then go to Porto Cristo as well. So it is a huge, huge resort. And you really, like I said, you get value for money over here. Gosh, it's quiet. Look, we've gone to seeing lots of people to seeing absolutely nobody. Now, normally when I come and do these live streams, I do a little bit of research before I come over, and I should have a bigger list of opening dates for you for the hotels, and I don't. I do apologise. I will be back though hopefully before the start of April actually to come and make some recorded content from over at this side of the island. So I'll try and bring you a bit more of an update. Now I know that we've got the safari bike and the bike rentals here as well over at BC Sancho to my left hand side. And we have some works. We do actually, do you know what, somebody mentioned this, and this isn't part of the Levante, we've got the Levante Hotel to my right hand side, but somebody mentioned the works taking place on this hotel right next door, which is another Levante hotel, and they are, look, they're quite extensive as well. We'll come back and check them out actually. Michael, thank you very much for your super chat. Bless you, thank you so much for that, much appreciated. Stephen, you're saying that SIR opens on the 14th of April. Brilliant, thank you very much for that information. Let's have a little look down the side here. Goodness me, look how quiet it is. Alan, great watching, still hoping to come to Mallorca despite all the controversy over tourism numbers. Keep up the good work. Do you know what I say? Don't read the mainstream media. It's a toxic mess, really, seriously. I'm going to have more information coming out about that as the summer goes on, but I've had messages from so many worried people as well. Don't worry, you are welcome here. Sorry, Stephen, it's the 15th of April the SIR opens. Bless you, thank you. Janet, you're saying you bet the Spanish love all the quiet days before we all invade their beautiful island. I actually don't, you know, some days I think, oh, this is nice, it's nice and quiet. But I'll tell you what, after about the second week of November, it's actually really boring and winter here is pretty dull. And I much prefer seeing people over here enjoying themselves. Seeing the resorts looking like a ghost town is not my idea of fun, and it's not pleasant. People aren't working here, and over the winter months, most people don't work over the winter months, and it's so much nicer seeing people filling the restaurants, filling the bars, and just having a good time. I mean, who doesn't want to see it? The travel industry is the industry of happiness, and seeing this kind of like dystopian, empty feeling that you get in the resorts over the winter, well, I just don't like it. And I've been literally the only person on many of the beaches over the winter. So I've been enjoying walking along an empty beach, but I seem to be, in many cases, the only one. So I don't think anyone can complain, really, since I seem to be the only one on the beach most of the time. Ed, thank you so much for your super chat as well. I've just seen coming up all the way over from New York. Hello to your favourite optimistic, I can't pronounce that, from Long Island, New York. You've got to be optimistic. I'm always optimistic. And it really annoys me that people saving up hard for their holidays, they want to come over, they want to have a good time, and you are going to be welcomed by the majority of people over here. So there you have it. And we're coming up to the Hotel SIR. All coming to you through a 4G signal. Now I've switched off. I was actually too optimistic by keeping the 5G on, which I think killed the stream last week. But in a month's time, we're going to see this springing open. And back to the entertainment that we're going to have over here as well. Now you can see we are coming up to the works over here. We're just going to take a look at the front. I'll go around the back on my recorded video on the way back, and I'll take a better look at the works over at the opposite the Levante too. Doesn't look like they've done a whole lot more actually. Maybe they have. I'm also in front of is it the Morea? The Moreo Hotel too, but look, this is just to give you an idea of where they are at. Now these works do look pretty extensive. I did promise to get you an update from here, and I haven't as of yet, like a proper update from the hotels around here to when these are going to be finished. You never know, they might not actually work on them during the summer. There is a point in the summer where you can't actually work on building works too, but let me try and get you some more information. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and get more and get my updates from over here as well. Don't be too worried about it. I mean, I don't know, it's a little bit hard to say. And also, don't forget, we are a month away from opening here as well. Gosh, that lady nearly fell off a bike then, waving at the camera. It felt awful if she did. And Stephen, you're coming back 8 weeks today and you're going to be over in the Sur. And with the opening of the Sur as well, that you can see this is the kids park down here. This will be open too. Go back and check my videos from last year if you're wondering what the fantasy park is like. But this is a fantastic family fun area. Eleanor, you're saying it's been like it for years. Yes, but last time I was down, they had started works on it. And also, more to the point, they're even working on the Sunday, but it does look like works have actually stopped. So I will get you guys some more information. Should we quickly walk around the back? Let's go and have a quick walk down by the sea. We've got the sunshine again. I can't believe it. The sun is coming out once again. I think we may have had a shower somewhere else on the island, just around the back of Janet and John's here. I'm not sure if that's open yet. We're going to have a look as we come into Cala Bona Marina. So this little stretch of road that just comes up to our right hand side here, as you know, we've got normally a whole stretch of restaurants out with some of the finest sea views in Majorca. And in the winter it does turn into a car park like you can see here, but in 1 month's time all these cars are going to be moved out of the way. We're going to see a long line of tables and holiday makers replacing the cars. Jen, you're coming over again for a solo holiday. This is also a great place to come if you're travelling solo, because a lot of people do come over here by themselves on holiday and everyone is super friendly. This has been my experience anyway. And I've met many solo travellers over here, so I don't think you're going to have a problem anywhere you go. The entertainment is brilliant. You've got, everyone's very friendly in the bars as well, so I think you're going to have a fantastic time. Goodness me, look at the marina today. I don't know, it looks a little bit different. I don't know, there's something about it that looks a little bit different over here in Cala Bona, and I can't put my finger on it. It looks like the sea level's a bit down actually, or is it just me? Maybe it's me. But look at the views today. And I'm guessing this may well be one of the last times that we see for this year Cala Bona Marina closed for the winter, thank goodness. Hopefully when I come down we're going to start seeing a lot more restaurants opening up. Still got some lovely views. Gosh, I've just seen we've got 253 people watching. Thanks for everybody coming back, even though we had a little blip in the middle of the stream. Thank you very much for joining me once again. If you're new to the channel, make sure you consider subscribing as well. I have loads of holiday news, travel tips and travel guides on the channel and coming up as we head on into the season. Look, Janice and John's is open from 6 p.m. So if you are over here out of season, look, they are going to open up a little bit later on. Got a little bit of everything on the menu actually. I'm just having a quick look here. They've got everything from beef stroganoff, chicken, fish, paella and curry, pizzas and pastas. But you know where I'm going to recommend if you want to get a curry over here. And I know they're going to be open as well, so we're going to go over that way and have a little look. Julie, good afternoon. You're asking, when does Module A or Terminal A reopen over at Palma Airport? So I shall get that information for you. It's supposed to be the beginning of May. Are they on track? Is going to be my big question. I'm trying to leave that as late as possible to ask them, but I will find out. Joe, I am right near the Cala Bona Hotel, and I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see it in all its glory. And I think I'm probably going to be on the webcam as well. There's a webcam over here. Is it up here? It's either on that lamppost or it's on that one, I'm not quite sure. But I'm right in front of the Cala Bona Hotel here. And in the summer months, you see all the tables and chairs out in the front. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a great spot. It's lined with all these bars and restaurants which are normally filled with holiday makers. I do have a walkthrough of the Cala Bona Hotel as well on the channel from last year. Go and check it out. Andy, what's this, Janet? You're saying Andy the Shed and Berry's man Henry Cole, got no idea who they are, have been on the islands biking about. It was a lovely programme. What channel was that on? Let us know. Margaret, yes, the webcam is on the Hotel Cala Bona, but I think it's actually on one of these lampposts here, even though it belongs to them. June, you're saying Smithies is good for breakfasts. June, I've got to say thank you very much for all your information today. I'm very, very grateful for your contribution actually this afternoon. All your top tips. Here, very not happy baby. Look, we're just coming up by the Thalassa Cafe, which is open. This lies on the other side of the tourist information, which isn't actually open. You can see me on the webcam, Stephen. Robert, you can see me as well. If all else fails, I'll just be on that. You can find me on the webcam if this stream goes again. Look, looking to my left-hand side, the rope and anchor is open this afternoon too. I'll take a look down the back actually on the way back. I'll see if the Jamaica, always want to say Jamaica, the Jamaica is open on the way back. We're going to start seeing a few other cafes and bars opening up. And hotel watchers as well. Look, I'm right outside the Catalonia del Mar, another huge hotel here. But the Hotel Cala Bona, even though I showed you to my left-hand side here, like the main entrance to the Hotel Cala Bona to my left, they do actually occupy several other buildings in the whole Cala Bona Marina. And you can see right next to, this is the Catalonia del Mar. This whole block here is also Hotel Cala Bona as well, and Lee pointed that out to me when I met him over here, himself and his family. He said that it's not just that main block, and they kind of like line also the buildings behind too. So the Hotel Cala Bona is the most dominating property over here. It's huge. Yes, June, that shop you're talking about there, that sells lovely bits for your home. It's just on your right as you come out of the Hotel Cala Bona. I don't think it's open just yet. I'll have a look on the way back though. Let's keep heading up. Look, we've got the good weather in Cala Bona today. Once again, look, this is the area that you can pick up some boat trips. The Cala Millor cruises will come up towards Cala Bona, and you can get your tickets to cruise up and down the coast from over here too. But look, we've got a few places open this afternoon. We've got the Nautic restaurant. This looks like something new to my left. But it looks like only the Nautic is open down here, because of course you've got the other little restaurants out in the front too. I'm very surprised actually not to see a little bit more open over here. I have to say, it's not very busy. Maybe it's the winds. And of course you have the tables as well, all the way out here. They stretch right down in front of the Funnel Marie restaurant too. Now, as predicted, I can see right in front of me that the Indian restaurant is open. They're always open, regardless of who closes over here. In Cala Bona, you know you can get a curry. And I love their dedication. I think it's amazing. The Kashmir Tandoori is the place to come for a curry. The food is tops. The mango lassis on a hot day as well are absolutely delicious. And they've also got the best views too. It's really nice and quiet up here. Not everywhere is packed and busy, and you've just got this lovely atmospheric little spot here. Look, check this out. Let's see if I can see anyone today. Looks like they've done it out actually. Looks very, very nice. So yeah, they always open. Hey, how are you doing? How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Getting ready for the season?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Already we are a little bit busy as well.
Already a little bit busy.
How are you? Good?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Nice to see you.
Would you like to have a cup of coffee or whatever you want?
I can't, oh bless you, that's so kind of you. Do you know what, I'm going to finish this and then I'll come back and I'll come and say hi. Bless you. Anyway, nice to see you. Nice to see you. So you see how friendly everyone is here. They're so friendly. Oh my goodness. So I will always recommend that restaurant. Really, really friendly. So regardless of what you've been reading in the press, particularly today, that dreadful mainstream media, you can see how friendly people are over here. And those guys have been running that restaurant for absolutely years as well. Ah, Stephen, there's a top fact. I didn't know about that. The Rope and Anchor is owned by the owners of the bar Jamaica. I didn't know that at all. Alan, you're saying you thought that the Sir bought the Rope and Anchor last year. We have rumours here. Oh my goodness, lots of conflicting information. Keith, you're saying more like a lack of people, you wouldn't open either. Jeremy, good afternoon. James, yes, everyone is really friendly over here. And this really is the resort where you always get the feeling that everyone is friendly. It's a lot more relaxed here, so I do like it. Ah, here we go, look, so it's the Henry Cole motorbike show mentioned earlier, Series 7, Episode 1. But what channel is that on? Where can you find that? Is that on mainstream TV or is it on YouTube? Let me know. Now we're going to get some, I'm going to just keep walking actually, why not? I've driven all the way over to the side of the island, so I'm just going to keep going now. We're going to go right to the end of Cala Bona. We're going to go and have a look around these resorts at the end. I normally stop here, but I think we're just going to keep going. We've got Costa del Pins right at the back here. Another absolutely beautiful area. ITV, thank you. So it does seem like a few more people are coming over for an early season break or a pre-season break. And what a great time to come as well. Cala Millor was very busy. Obviously it's a little bit quieter over here in Cala Bona, but if you don't like loads of people, if you don't like the crowds, definitely worth coming out at this time of year. Now we are heading towards some very big hotels, which get very busy in the summer. And the reason I'm coming around here is that maybe next time I'm back, I won't be able to because they will be open and we're going to have a good poke around them. We're over at the Sunwing, we've got some Sunwing resorts. And I'm in that bike path again. Just get out of it. Robert, you're saying that the Hotel Bonaire is open just up that road, is it? That's why there's so many people milling around. Oh look, check this out. Nice to see actually they've got a blue swimming pool. They haven't let it go green. I suspect they're getting this whole area. These are the Sun Wing resorts up on the far side of Cala Bona here. And someone else as well is giving the thumbs up here for the Pro Tour Bonaire. It's open and it's lovely. And next time I come over, I'm going to try and see if I can get into some hotels over here actually, just to give you a little bit more information about what's on offer. But check out this area here. Now in the summer, obviously it's packed and busy. Jim, I am getting my steps in today. I've just walked all over Santa Ponsa as well. But mind you, you have to stay fit actually, doing a YouTube channel, and I have been in training. My daughter's actually got me running for the first time in well over a decade, and I feel so much better for it actually, because it is quite tiring doing the channel, but it keeps you fit as well, and hopefully I can do it feeling a little bit less tired if I'm a bit fitter. So she's my official trainer at the moment. As we come up to the summer, when it gets hotter as well, it's very hard to walk around the resort, so trying to stay in shape. But look, this bike path that we first met over in Cala Millor comes all the way up here. So if you are staying in any of these hotels, you can literally rent a bike and come up here. Oh dear, they could do with clearing that little waterway there. Could get a little bit of stagnant water in this area. I'm not quite sure what the mosquito situation is like. Neil from Belfast, you are going on a solo trip to Tenerife in May. Have an amazing time. It's going to start getting quite hot in Tenerife in May. Mind you, it's going to start getting very nice over here too. Look at this gorgeous area and these huge complexes as well. Look, Sunwing Family Resorts. Wonderful, this is a wonderful area. Really safe, it's nice and quiet, it's really safe. And of course, if you want to get yourself down into Cala Millor, you can do very quickly on a bike. And don't forget too, there is a bus that runs right along the back of the main road. Oh look, we can practically just walk in, which I think I'll do because there's no gate and there's nobody here either. Look, so if you are looking for some family friendly hotels, the Sunwing may well be your place to come to. Looks rather nice over here actually. I've got no idea what prices are like from this resort. Can't believe I've just walked in here. I will walk out again. Someone's going to see some alarms going off somewhere. Can I get out from here? Look, we've got swimming pools with bridges. I think you're going to have some jacuzzis, going to have some play areas. This looks nice. Am I going to get told off? There's nobody around. Let's have a quick peek. Looks like they've got a little restaurant over there to my left-hand side as well. So this is the Sunwing here on the far side of Cala Bona. The accommodation looks really nice and modern. The balconies look absolutely huge. Got many little swimming pools here. Let me know if you've stayed. I'd be intrigued. Catherine, I can see you're off to Santa Ponsa end of April. Hoping the weather will be nice. I'm sure it will be. Anne, you are saying, I have to climb, oh my goodness, I'm trapped, I'm in. I thought there was a way out here. No, I can just come out between the trees. You've got that kids club area as well, which I've really wanted into. Of course I wouldn't do this during the summer. That would be absolutely crazy, but I can get out through here. Oop. It looks like it's got a kids club and a little kids area. And check out the sea views. The only thing you don't have from over here is a beach right out in front of you. But to go to the beach, you have to obviously go down into Cala Bona. And you're saying that you're over here and eating out is not too expensive. The weather's fab. Is saying fab uncool? I say it all the time, and I'm permanently uncool. So yeah, it's fab. Ask my daughter, she thinks I'm like the least cool person ever. Pete, you're in Cala Bona on holiday, and you must try the rope and anchor. Anchor. It's got amazing food, brilliant. Eleanor, your family stayed in the Bon Aire and loved it. Your grandson was only 4 at the time and he had a ball, brilliant. Keith, you stayed at the Levante when there were no hotels or bars opposite, and it was a very, very narrow road. Now I do know that you've been coming over here for absolutely years, so you've seen the various stages of Cala Bona. And look, we're just coming right up to this little roundabout here which goes around onto itself. I can see we've got a motorhome down here. What a great place to park up for the night, that's all I can say. But look, if you're wondering if there's a beach down here, there really isn't. It's not really kind of kiddie friendly at all actually. Lots of deep squishy seaweed, but there are some rocks, and sometimes you do see people climbing down there and sunbathing. Jackie, it was great to meet you too. Bless you. Okay guys, my goodness. Well, I can't believe it. We made it. We didn't have to stop the stream. I think I found out what the problem was. It's a 5G problem. We're going to just do the 4G streaming now for lives, and hopefully things will work out. But thank you so much for joining me today. It's been absolutely gorgeous, and it's cleared up as well. Look at the weather. Check out the weather behind me. I mean, it's looking really, really lovely at the moment. I'm going to make a little bit more of an in-depth video on the way back to the car. I basically parked where I started the video on the far side of Cala Bona, of Cala Millor, sorry. So I've got quite a long walk back. I'll bring you some more information from over here, and that video will be out maybe later on in the week or so. Anyway guys, thanks very much for watching, and thank you so much for your super generous super chats as well to get me over here to the East Coast this afternoon. Don't forget, I've got a very important message for you in my Santa Ponza St Patrick's Day video as well, which will come out this week too, so make sure you watch that. Guys, thanks for joining, thanks for all the conversation, the top tips and the chat, and to all the lovely people I've met en route as well today. It's only March and I've met loads of people, it's brilliant. So thanks for joining me today, and I will be somewhere next weekend, probably on the southwest of the island. But anyway, let's give you some final views of Cala Bona this afternoon. They'll never clear all the seaweed away, and that hasn't been cleared away for years. But it has turned into an absolutely gorgeous day down here. So thanks very much for watching, everyone. I'll catch you out and about in the week if you're over here on the island. If not, I shall see you next week on the live. Have an amazing Sunday from wherever you're watching in the world, and I shall catch you on the next one. Goodbye for now.